Sundays are your launchpad for a successful week. A Sunday reset routine can help you recharge, refocus, and realign with your goals. Doing things like decluttering your space, planning ahead for your week, and setting clear intentions can help you be successful throughout the week. Meal planning, self-care, and practicing a little bit of mindfulness can turn your chaos into clarity. So when you take control of your Sundays, you walk into Monday with confidence, energy, and a game plan to be successful.
Sometimes it works out and sometimes it don't. Sometimes you win some.
Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. We're talking all things Sunday reset. Sunday has always been one of my absolute favorite days of the week, but even more so as I become more focused on my personal development, self-care, and really pouring into myself and setting myself up for a successful week. Sundays are extremely important, so I wanted to share a few of my Sunday reset routines with all of you to hopefully inspire you to use Sunday as a reset day for your successful week ahead. So we're going to be starting off with Sunday mornings, but it does not necessarily have to be morning per se. Basically, after you've had your time for worship and other things that are very valuable to you, you can go into this Sunday reset routine. So I really like to get started a bit slower. Instead of jumping right into my to-do list, I want to make some time for self-care. And one of the most important things that I do is make sure that I'm taking care of my health overall and giving myself the energy that I need to push through everything that I have to accomplish during my Sunday reset. So I start my day off with Armra Colostrum, which is a fantastic gut support supplement. I absolutely love it. It helps me feel so much better. You all know that I struggle a lot with my gut health, and this has made a huge impact in that. And it's also fun. I love to make cute little mocktails. I just tried their blood orange flavor, which is super good. I randomly had blood oranges in my fridge. I don't know why, y'all. Sometimes I get excited and I try new stuff. But I was able to put like actual blood orange slices in there, and it was super cute and super fun. So I definitely like to just really focus on my health on Sundays before I get busy with everything else. Now, while of course physical health is extremely important, so is mental health. So it's very vital to make time for some type of gratitude or journaling on your Sundays. I mentioned in a past video that I'm trying to get better about journaling, just like a recap of my week or a recap of my month. So Sundays is the day that I've been trying to implement that into my schedule so I can have opportunities for reflection and just really see like where I started and how close I am getting to my goals and what my progress looks like. You want to make sure that you are setting the initial tone for the day to really be centered in relaxation, resetting, refocusing, and realigning on setting yourself up for that success this week. So remember, taking care of your mind, taking care of your body is just as important as organizing your space. So don't neglect that piece before you jump into your Sunday reset routine. Next up, we've got probably what most people consider the most important part of Sunday reset, which is cleaning your space and getting organized. And it is very important because if your space is a mess, your mind is a mess. You want to get rid of that clutter and set things in the place of where they should be so that you can move throughout your weekly routine without a lot of disruption. So on Sundays, I will do a deeper cleanup than I do typically throughout the week. Throughout the week, I have something I like to call tidy time, where I spend about 20 minutes just kind of sprucing up here and there, but I do a bit more on Sundays to make sure that everything is cleaned, smelling fresh, and looking good for the week ahead. Literally nothing feels better than waking up on Monday morning and knowing that my space is clean, that everything is nice and fresh, and I can go into my to-do list, which is typically pretty busy on Mondays, without having to worry about moving things around, a bunch of mess and a bunch of clutter. So the way that I like to accomplish this is just by focusing on one room at a time. I had a really bad habit of like, if I saw something in the kitchen that belonged in the bedroom, I'd bring it to the bedroom and then I would start cleaning the bedroom. And then I would not get back to the kitchen. So now I try to stay very focused on that room. So like literally I had a journal that was in the kitchen that should have been in the room. Instead of putting it exactly where it goes, I literally just tossed it in the room, shut the door so I could go back to the kitchen and finish cleaning that. And then I moved on to the next room. And that really helps me make sure that I'm staying focused, but also giving each room the attention that it deserves. I also use Sundays as my day to wash my sheets and change them out. And I love to use like linen sprays, and I put the, what's that stuff called? Like the powder that you put on your carpet. I sprinkle that everywhere while I'm cleaning as well, so it fills the home with a really nice scent. And then that's like the final step that I do is go and vacuum everything up. But wiping off all the counters, making sure the laundry is put away, making sure we have clean, fresh towels, easy access to use for the week. All of those things are very important because they're key ingredients to making sure that you can be successful throughout your week and you're not going to have a bunch of disruptions because everything is not where it's supposed to be. Everything has a place in your home. Put it back in that place and use Sunday as an opportunity to do so. Next up, we've got meal prepping. So like I mentioned, I definitely struggle with gut health a lot. So it's really important for me to pay attention to what I'm putting into my body throughout the week. Thankfully, I do work from home, so that gives me a lot of flexibility with my meals, but I like to plan ahead and I also like to prep ahead. So first I start off with just meal planning. More specifically, what we're going to have for dinner every single week. So I go through and I make a list on my phone. Then I write the list on the refrigerator. We have like a little clear acrylic board that's super cute. I just write it in with white marker so everyone knows what we're eating. And then from there, I make my grocery list and I set my groceries to be delivered either Sunday night or Monday morning, depending on my schedule. And that way I have exactly what I need. I'm not going to be eating junk or anything that's not good for me because I have created a plan. Now, with meal prepping, I don't necessarily prep my food in containers every single week, but I do it, I would say probably 2 weeks out of each month, just because I like to have easy grab and go, especially on weeks that I'm super busy. But meal prepping does not have to be super complicated, and it also doesn't have to be something that you do in the traditional sense of meal prepping. So even for things like dinner, if you pre-chop all of your veggies, I love a bell pepper, I love an onion, I'm probably going to use it throughout multiple meals for the week. So I go ahead and pre-chop that up and have it ready in containers to go for the week, which makes cooking on the weeknights a lot simpler. I've been talking with friends and realized that I'm probably the only person who's actually cooking every single day in my friend group. I didn't realize people were like, yeah, like I'll make this for 2 days and then I'll make this for 3 days. No, I literally cook dinner every single night, but having the like pre-prepped veggies and all that kind of stuff makes it really easy for me. Also like organizing my pantry. Like I know if I'm making spaghetti, I'm going to pull the tomato sauce to the front of the pantry to have it ready to roll. And if I am making like actual meal preps that are in containers, I try to do something that's super simple. I love a good taco bowl. I'm pretty sure I have either a full-length video or a short on this recipe, so I'll put it somewhere in the cards so you guys can check that out. But literally it's so simple. I'll just do like cilantro lime rice, usually using brown rice if I'm trying to be healthy. I'll put some black beans and some ground turkey, ground chicken, put some taco seasoning on that, bell peppers and onions, and then boom, that's it. I can call it a day. I try to make at least enough for 3 days and then put those in containers, have them in the fridge ready for lunch, so it just takes the guesswork out of it and I can still focus on being healthy. And again, the theme is setting yourself up or myself up for a successful week of eating and taking care of all the tasks that I need to. Next up, we've got a digital reset and planning for the week. If you are like me, your email inbox and your photos are probably looking a little crazy. So try to implement some time on Sundays to go through your phone, delete all the old photos that you don't need, go through your emails, delete all the emails that you don't need, and kind of clean up your digital space. Same thing with your computer. Like I take a lot of screenshots for stuff I'm trying to like pictures for thumbnails and things like that. So I like to go through on Sunday, clean up my desktop to make sure that everything is organized. I have a bunch of different folders I'll move stuff to, and just be ready for the week and not have like this cluttered digital space kind of clouding what I'm focusing on. This is also when I like to do a full week look ahead. So I do every night before bed, like to look at my Google Calendar as well to make sure I'm in the right place and I have everything set for the next day. But kind of looking at the week at a glance really helps me to align my mind with everything that I have going on and create a plan to tackle it. So I'll look at the list, I'll outline my top priorities, I will see what workouts I want to do, schedule them if I'm going to be going to a class. Even if I'm not going to a class and I'm working out at home, I put it on my schedule like it's a class. I make that a priority in my day and make that a priority in my life. And so Sunday is a really great day to kind of plan that out and look at my week of workouts ahead. And of course, also planning in some time for self-care. Typically, I like to use Thursday as my self-care evenings, but when my schedule flexes and I know I have something going on Thursday evening, I'm able to pre-plan that on Sunday to make sure that I'm still pouring into myself and making time for self-care. So basically, I want to cut out all of the chaos and set myself up with clarity to have a week of success. And finally, I like to end my Sundays with some self-care and some wind down time. After a productive day, I just need to relax. I need to give my brain a break so it can be prepared for the week ahead. So some of the different things that I do is I'll take time to read my book, or maybe I'll watch my favorite show, or watch an old nostalgic movie, or just go to sleep early or take a really good nap. All of those things make me feel rejuvenated and recharged and like I'm ready to take on the week. So just as much as it's important to put priorities into place for things like making sure your space is clean, planning out your week, meal prepping, like all of those are extremely vital. But at the same time, if you're not making time to rest and recharge, you're not going to be able to do all those things. And it's going to really hinder you from getting to that successful place because you're going to start feeling like, oh, I wasn't productive. I didn't accomplish anything. But if you realize like, okay, everything has to be balanced and I can allocate time for specific things, then it will work out, and just make sure that you're including time to care for yourself in that as well. Remember, rest is just as important as productivity. So make sure you have all of that included in your Sunday reset routine. So honestly, the biggest takeaway is that having some intention and planning and preparing for your week can definitely set you up for success, and Sunday is a great time to be able to do that. Pour into yourself and prioritize what's truly important. Thank you all so much for watching this video. Let me know what you do on your Sunday reset routine in the comment section down below, or if you're gonna be trying anything that I shared in this video, please comment that down below as well. If you have not done so, please join the community. Go ahead and subscribe, give this video a like, and I will see you on the next one. Bye.